Welcome to the four pitfalls that you must avoid to get consistent results in your business faster. So, it is true that entrepreneurship is the best personal development program out there. However, in my journey, I've realized that there is a lot that gets left out, and most of us struggle through it alone. One of the best things I've learned is that the road doesn't have to be so long, lonely, and painful. So I wanted to share four places where women get stuck because they show up at different times during the journey. And most, even successful entrepreneurs, aren't expecting them. And it's the reason that most entrepreneurs keep getting stuck. And we're talking high achievers that get stuck in these ways, not just newbies. And I don't want you to think that something's wrong with you and that you should be able to just figure this all out on your own. They certainly don't teach this to us in college. So, the way that these pitfalls show up is that you might be holding yourself back, lacking consistency, avoid making videos to put out there, or avoid making offers. Maybe you're taking action, but kind of playing small, or maybe you're thinking that you should be more successful by now. So, this is important to realize and overcome so that you don't spend years struggling, give up, or overwork and never really feel fulfilled or at ease. So, before we dive in, what results do you want? Do you want more clients? Do you want to raise your prices? Do you want to see consistency in your monthly income? Take a vacation? Or maybe just want to feel like a total badass? Drop it in the chat what your goal is right now. So, really quick, a little bit about me. I'm Debbie Mosesian. I'm a success coach, and I've actually been a cardiology PA for over 20 years. And because I wasn't fulfilled practicing in Western medicine, I started my entrepreneurial journey about 5 years ago. I started as a lifestyle medicine health coach, reversing type 2 diabetes. But as I struggled to build a consistent business year after year, I found myself on a life changing journey focused on releasing the mind body programming that kept me stuck. I now help successful women entrepreneurs overcome their tendencies of people pleasing and overthinking and perfectionism by clearing them at the root source so they get unstuck and feel more confidence, ease, and joy in their business and create a lifestyle they love. So let's go ahead and dive into these pitfalls. And I really want you to just know what to be on the lookout for. So, pitfall number one, holding back and not being really sure why. Kind of like wondering, why is it like this? You feel like you're limiting yourself or have been limited, but you're really not sure why. Or you think that you know why, but actually you have a false sense of what's holding you back. So you think it's because you don't have a good offer, or you don't have enough training, or your product or services is not at the right price. So you focus on creating and tweaking things that you're putting out. But what's actually going on is that you're being held back by your past. So there's a mind body connection to experiences in your past. So for me, I was successful as a professional in my career. And then when I went and tried to start a business, I was like, what in the heck? Why is it so hard to be successful in my business as an entrepreneur? So can you relate to this pitfall? Like just something is keeping you stuck, something's holding you back. Drop a one in the chat if you can relate to this one. And then just think, what do you think from your past is affecting your results? And once you heal this, then you can move forward and you're open to and have clarity about what you want to do. You start making goals, and then suddenly you hit a wall of overwhelm or fear of failure. Welcome to pitfall number two. Avoid or downgrade your goals, or you have unfulfilled goals. So you feel like your goal is impossible, or it's going to be too hard. Or maybe you question whether you're ready or if you really deserve it when you really think about it. And sometimes these limiting beliefs are glaringly obvious, and sometimes you just don't understand why you feel stuck again. Instead of being excited, you feel overwhelmed and you wonder if you've taken on too much. And this leads to avoiding setting goals or downgrading to comfortable goals. So you start downgrading your goals and expectations about what's possible. Or maybe you convince yourself it's not what you really want after all. Or maybe you set goals, but you're not really all in. Can you relate to this pitfall? Drop a two in the chat below. So once you clear these limiting beliefs, you start to take more courageous action. You start putting yourself out there, doing the thing, and then you suddenly feel stuck again. This is pitfall number 3, playing small or inconsistent. So you avoid taking certain action. So maybe you suddenly start avoiding things like making a video, or maybe you put out a post that really shows your authentic, vulnerable side, and then you quickly regret it and maybe even pull it down. Or you wonder if what you're putting out there is even good enough. You fear judgment and criticism, and you feel exposed, so you kind of try to stay invisible. And when this happens, you either completely avoid putting yourself out there, you put yourself out there but don't appear completely confident and sure of yourself, or you put yourself out there but you're afraid to really raise your prices, you give away a lot for free, and you undercharge for your expertise. You lack confidence and you aren't owning your power. And when you think about it, you've probably been struggling with this your whole life. And it's difficult for you to reach your full potential if you're dimming your brilliance. So, do you relate to this pitfall? Drop a 3 below. So, to avoid this pitfall, you must release the vow to be invisible or small or that need to hide, and you need to let go of the unworthiness or the undeserving. So you can stand in your power and have confidence to be the real you. Ask for what you want and show your valuable gifts. And once you do, now you're really moving forward. Until you hit pitfall number 4. So we're not done, there's one more. You're finally making some huge progress and you really feel like it's happening until self sabotage patterns reemerge. So you start making huge progress, you feel like everything is possible, nothing's holding you back, and then something happens. And you suddenly feel inadequate. You feel like you should be further ahead by now. You feel like you should have made more money by now. You start to feel old patterns creeping in, and this just makes you feel even worse. Like you've been through this before. You shouldn't feel this way anymore. You shouldn't still have these doubts and fears. And at the very least, you should be able to easily, quickly shift out of them. And you feel too ashamed to reach out for support, so you start to self isolate. And guess what happens when you self isolate? You don't get the support that you need and you stay stuck. But when you have a coach who helps you recognize your self sabotage patterns, you'll catch yourself and reach out for support earlier and earlier. All of these pitfalls must be expected so you can clear the blocks that cause them and break free so you can make progress in your business faster. So, do you want me to show you how to start breaking free of these pitfalls ASAP? Well, I'd love for you to start by taking the free quiz. Which block is actually keeping you from creating success? So, you can just get onto this website and it's a really quick, like 2-minute quiz, and it'll show you really where to start focusing. And then send me a DM with the words coffee chat. Okay, coffee chat. And during this coffee chat, we can explore the results of your quiz. And then I'll walk you through a quick exercise to start releasing the blocks in just 5 to 10 minutes. So I can't wait to connect with you. Just drop the words coffee chat below or reach out to me in DM with the words coffee chat, and we'll take it from there. Talk to you soon. Bye.